Look. I represent the game in a way that can't be challenged, and delegate the comments of hate that can't be managed. I was told once, roll my shoulder like blunts and don't get touched, but my skin tough and thicker than Miss Biz butt. So guess what? I'ma talk my shit and just win once. Throw uppercuts and bone breakers, a needle and haystack with hate makers. I throw mines, don't hide behind my straight right. I show mine and show no the blow by the blow, bro. I blow mines.
You out so cool.
Yes, up off. Hey, y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is. It's Taco Tuesday, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, the adult. All right, man, look at who we have here. LJ, what's going on with you? Zoe. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man, Lord. First, I want to say this. Damn. No, actually, first, I want to say this. Happy birthday to my oldest boy, ShowBizz the kid, Canelo. Hit the Tyson bell. Happy birthday, boy. I love you, son. Look here. Forget whatever we're giving you as your parents today. You have given me eternal life. As a young man, I was definitely, how can I say this? Afraid, intimidated by my morality. After you were born, son, I realized I will be living forever through you. So thank you so much. Hit the Tyson bell. And that's the black 2 sugars. All right, man. Look, and thank you, all the happy birthdays to ShowBizz the kid. Look, I want to say this. The face-off killed me. Yeah, it did. I want to say this, dog. I want to say this. Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte, unprecedented, okay? Not showing up for the Tyson Fury press conference. There is no explanation that Dillian Whyte is going to be able to give that is not going to make him look like a complete, unprofessional coward. Y'all want the Taco Tuesday? That's the Taco Tuesday. Let me see what J Body got to say. We love you, boy. Hit the Tyson bell. Thank you so much, brother. Was this today a sausage? 'Tis. He signed the contract to fight. Asked for a private jet to be flown in from Portugal. Was granted the private jet. After signing the contract, decides that he wants to renegotiate and then don't show up. The only thing that happened in that press conference was Tyson Fury looking like a Godzilla legend. He sat there, even if you wanted to play mind games, like Deontay Wilder with the headphones. He sat there and allowed Tyson Fury to be given a stage with a microphone, and that's all he wants to do. Look, This isn't the first time something like this happened. Zaire, the Rumble in the Jungle. The fight was delayed because George Foreman got injured with a cut, I think over his eye or something like that. So the fight was pushed out more weeks, and everybody was down about it. A lot of people were away from their families in Zaire. But Muhammad Ali decided to entertain that entire country, entertain the world, and promote the fight by his damn self. The champ is here. The champ is here. You allow that man to make Zaire even more, made that whole everybody. They were fans of Ali before. There was Ali, Boombaye. He sat there, promoted himself and the fight by himself with that big mouth of his. That didn't take any steam away from Ali or that fight. That actually gave to it. Tyson Fury sat there with a microphone on a stage by his damn self and talked about him being an all-time great and how it didn't matter if it was Dillian Whyte or not. It could have been Joe Joyce. It could have been Anthony Joshua. It could have been Usyk. It could have been Chisora. The guy doesn't give a damn because he's not fighting them. He's just fighting his own road to greatness. No, Tyson Fury is no Ali. I don't want you guys to go all. I'm just using an example of somebody who sat there by themselves and promoted the fight with the capability of doing so because they like running their mouths anyway. Tyson Fury loves hearing himself talk anyway. You didn't take anything from him. You helped him. Let me see. Want to remind everyone right away, Whyte is earning very close to what AJ did fighting Usyk. Earning very close to what AJ did fight Usyk. Wow. And Plant fighting Canelo. Wow. For being a damn challenger, lowballing is not real and not an excuse to no show. Exactly. Let me see. James West for the community. Exactly. Look, let me go further. Everybody, make sure you hit the like. Hold on, man. You got to hit the like for the Varnell Hills box.
We're gonna live with the laugh under the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Varnell man can shaboing boing.
Let me give you the Taco Tuesday. Let me give it to you. Just like my man, if you want to talk about finances, he's getting paid 8 times more than Tyson Fury did against Klitschko. He's getting paid 32 times more than he's ever been paid in his entire career. You talking about the percentages is one thing. Saying I deserve a greater percentage, whatever. It's another thing how much you got. See, let me tell you something about business, all right? I got my MBA. I know a little bit. Cash is king. Even, let me tell you something. When your job tells you how much you're getting paid, your salary, forget that. How much do I have in my account? It doesn't matter how much I'm getting paid. How much somebody can get paid lower than you and have more money than you because of money management. You can talk about 80, 20, whatever. I'm getting paid 32 times more than I've ever been paid in my life. Let me see. Now it's not the time for fear. That comes later. My man Victory. Go by ShowBizTheAdult.com and hit the link for me. Okay. You guys know we get to the bag. Look. Let me just, if you don't believe me, let's here, 100%. Here's the receipt. Receipts, motherfucker! Take it away, Frank Warren.
No, look, it's the world record for a purse bid, highest the highest purses paid for any boxers. We've complied with all the terms of the purse bid. Both boxers have now signed their contracts, and they're trying to renegotiate. What's that all about? You know, which were 80-20, that was done by the WBC, and that's based off the previous earnings of the boxers. Dillian's previous fight was 300,000, and I think he had one at 5 and another one at 3. Have you ever heard one of the participants not showing up for the press conference and moaning about the 20%? Usyk got 20% when he fought Joshua, and he showed up for the press conference. Tyson, when he fought Klitschko, didn't get 20% and showed up for the press conference. It's irrelevant, and he keeps banging on about upside. If Matchroom, on Matchroom's bid, he's getting 2 million less.
Tyson Fury got 80-20 once against Klitschko when he was the challenger. Usyk just 80-20 against Anthony Joshua. Took his chance. Now he's unified. Now he's the man. That's how shit works. Floyd Money Mayweather. Same thing against Oscar De La Hoya. It's how much you're getting. You're getting 32 times more than you ever gotten, and you get opportunity to fight for lineal heavyweight. And in the press conference, my man had a question and said, is it unfortunate for Dillian Whyte to be in the same era as Anthony Joshua, as Tyson Fury? It's a shame because he's such a good fighter. Hell no, it is. Look, Dillian Whyte, wouldn't he rather be in an era where he could fight other great fighters? It's unfortunate that Klitschko reigned when he did. It's unfortunate that Larry Holmes reigned when he did. It's unfortunate that Roy Jones Jr. wasn't in the era of Marvelous Marvin Hagler, and we could only guess. Dillian Whyte, this is an opportunity. You think it was unfortunate that Ron Lau and Ernie Shavers was there with George Foreman and Muhammad Ali, Ken Norton, Joe Frazier, Jerry Quarry? That's where you wanted to be live, to fight the best. What kind of question was that? And here's the thing. I want to say this too. Wait, hold on. Okay, so I'm being told that we do have a few words from your friend and mine, the OG, Old Greg.
Well, Dillian Whyte, he's something like my bladder. He can't hold his water. He doesn't perform as expected. And he's swollen. Listen, Dillian Whyte, you and my bladder can both go to hell.
That's a classic. Good night. Look, where's my pistol? Everybody, if you haven't done it, what the hell are you waiting for? If you can, hit the like for me.
Hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those.
Huh? Make sure you hit the like. Just close out the chat, hit the like. Do us all a favor, help grow the community and hit the like, okay? Let me do this before I continue on. Okay. The update for Ukraine, the invasion. So, Russian invasion. They were yesterday there was a delegation. They spoke. Talk. Russia and Ukraine, they spoke, okay, on the border of Ukraine, Belarus. Now, they, after the talk, they said they're going to talk again. But we're hearing things are going to get worse before they get better, okay? So prayers out for peace as soon as possible. But, you know, I want to say this, too. I want to say this. In the history, I just got to bring this up because I'm such a nerd, okay? Comic books, right? Some of your most impactful villains, Red Skull, Doctor Doom, okay? The Hate Monger, Baron, they're all kind of based on nationalists, kind of the Nazi Germany thing. What I'm saying is this. I think Marvel should have a Ukrainian superhero. What do you guys think? I think Marvel should have a Ukrainian superhero just for the kids whose father is standing there. Have a superhero just like Captain America did for those kids. They saw their father in Captain America. This was a hero. Look, this is the most historic talking about leaving Europe ever since World War II. Okay? This is the most people have left Europe since World War II. All right? I just think Marvel should plug themselves in a little bit so they can have a representation of those fighting men that they look up to. Hit the Tyson bell. You don't know about that? You know, I'm just saying. Captain Ukraine, I don't know. All right. You know, because since the beginning of it's just comic book tradition to have these villains and stuff reflecting real life. The X-Men is a reflection of the civil rights movement. You get what I'm saying? Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Xavier, Magneto, just, I don't know. Okay. Red Skull, all that stuff. Anyway, I think he's not contractually obligated because it went to purse bid. Still sucks for Dillian Whyte to be on this no show. But he signed. He signed the damn contract. Why sign the contract and then play these games? I don't quite understand. I don't quite understand. I don't know, man. What it's really looking like to me is
yeah, ShowBizz, you need to shut that pie hole in the middle of your head for 1 second. The only thing that you've gotten right so far that I agree with is that Marvel should create a Ukrainian superhero. It would be very inspiring and uplifting. But what you got wrong is that they already got one, you moron. His name is Rusty Collins. He was an orphan and joined the Ukrainian Navy and lied about his age. So they just need to re-implement him. And the only thing I add is probably make him an honorary member of the Avengers. What your pathetic show is lacking is highlighting Islam Makhachev and that total domination over Bobby Green. And what you will stay away from, because you're such a coward, is that Shamayev would do the same thing to Izzy Adesanya. That's right. Shamayev would fold that man into a pretzel and totally demolish him. And you know it. But you're a scared coward and won't mention it. Eat your heart out, War Room. Goodbye.
Can somebody help me with, like, I don't know, some kind of virus killer or some kind of, this is really getting out of hand. Okay. I mean, he's trolling me to a level of, really, he's ruining my show. All right. I was going to talk about the UFC thing. All right. Now you blew it. And number two. Okay. Yeah. I did not know Rusty Collins, the kid from Deadpool 2. I didn't know. And as for everybody over here bringing up Moscow heroes, Russian heroes and saying they're Ukrainian. Stop. In the war room. Let me see. James West, thank you so much. Let me see. Victor asked, oh yes, I wonder why you shoot about before throwing it for the play. Forget the cap. Jared Anderson will punish B Sample White. B Sample White. Why you call it B Sample White? Let me see. After you argue, you're so funny. You're so funny. Look, I'm gonna tell you. This hacker, lifeless. Okay, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. All right. And I'm gonna grab whatever. I don't know if you're from the underneath, the underworld. I don't know where you're from. Okay. But I'm about to come over top with a flying elbow. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Hit the Tyson bed. Now look. Okay. Captain Ukraine is a movie. Get Old Gray to handle. You're right. I need to get Old Gray to handle him. Biz, you going live Friday night for Ramirez Pedraza? I go live every chance I get. Friday night, let's see what happens. Okay. Look. Let's continue. Let's talk about this one thing that I want to talk about real quick, because this is still the receipts. I'm gonna give you guys some more of the receipts. We have to talk about Jack Catterall, the robbery, just for a little second. And we have to end this by speaking about Canelo Alvarez and Ryan Garcia, them two going back and forth. Canelo Alvarez calling out Ryan Garcia. Canelo Alvarez kind of echoing things that we have said in this community. But let me show you guys the receipts from this. Receipts, motherfucker! So here's what Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren have to say about the robbery, which I think is a clear robbery. Jack Catterall and Josh Taylor.
My comment is he clearly won the fight, Jack Catterall.
I thought Jack won it. I thought that he won the fight. I thought he was the busier fighter.
Talking about good officials that have clearly got it wrong. And I believe that the British Boxing Board of Control, that, you know, I work with every commission around the world. They're an outstanding commission, but they have to do something about this.
My problem with all the scorecard situation is nobody's accountable. If they were football referees, some of them, they'd be downgraded, but they're not. They just move on to the next one.
That's the Taco Tuesday. Something need to be fixed. And I want to say this. Josh Taylor does not deserve all the hate that he's receiving. He was the fighter in the ring. He didn't fight and judge his own. That's ridiculous. He thought he won. Most fighters do, okay, except for Chris Colbert. Who literally ran away. But I said this after the fight, and I'm going to stick to it. If you think Josh Taylor won, you're wrong. I never say anything like in this. You're wrong. Jack Catterall won. You're wrong. It's not even like, no, you're wrong. It was a close fight, but Josh Taylor didn't win the fight. Okay. Let me see what you have to say. Why do you think Whyte is being so uncharacteristically greedy? Is it because he knows this may be his last chance to fight in a world title fight? No, because you shouldn't have that. That's ridiculous. Let me tell you this. He's not actually being greedy. He's being difficult. That's two different things. He's being difficult for the sake of being difficult. Have you know, in a war room, I've done this before. Somebody would have a comment. I would comment about their comment. I would respond to it. They would ask me a question. I respond to it. And they asked me in a way where they were totally wrong. So I correct them. And after it, they're like, oh, you're a big YouTuber, ShowBizz. You got over 100,000. Why would you respond to me anyway? I'm like, well, because you asked. Yeah, I got in your feels. Man, I got in your feels. What? Yeah, I really pushed the button. You respond to little old me. They're not. Wait, hold on. I was talking about the question that you asked. I'm trying to get to a resolution. I got you over here talking to me. I I thought the point was for you guys to make comments and me to respond. You see, you know when somebody, let me go, let's fight, I want to fight, and then you let their ass go, and they like, that's Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte didn't want to fight the great fighters for a title. He wanted to yell about how he doesn't get the opportunity to fight the great fights for a title. And that's the Taco Tuesday. There are real people out there who don't want to resolve an issue. They just want to complain about it. You see it all the time in the war room. Hey, man, this wasn't the issue. Well, I'm going to make it the issue because I like complaining about that. What Lifeless talking about? Islam stepping in short notice this weekend against RDA. He's on his way to Vegas as we speak. Woo! Hit the Tyson bell. James West, super sticker. Thank you so much. Bye. James West killing it today. He's killing it today. Let me see. Oh, I don't want to talk about that. Somebody just had some breaking news that I'm just not going to talk about right now. James West, thank you so much again. Hit the Tyson bell. Masvidal versus Kobe is Biz. Good afternoon, my friends. What's going on with you? Damn, could say the same about Andre, probably. What I miss, great boxing coming this year. Yeah, absolutely. So look, let me show you guys another receipt if you guys want to talk about it. Canelo Alvarez goes on and he says something that echoes the community and what we've been saying for a while now. And this was all on ES News, who Ellie set back. Dude, you're pretty fantastic when getting the exclusives, well, at least from a certain group of people. All right. And here's from Ellie Setback. Okay.
You can make history in 4 months. You could become undisputed 175. Everything goes with Bivol, and you have to respect him. He's a champion. And then let's say you fight the winner of Beterbiev and Joe Smith. The good part is also you have so many options. You have like 50 people you can fight, and they're all good fights. But guess what? When they fight you, they win the lotto.
I fight anybody, but they need to fight each other too, because they just waiting for me because they want a good payday. So I know that, but they need to fight each other. Why? And I fight the winner of all of them. But they need to fight each other. Why?
And I fight the winner of all of them.
Good night. Hold on, let me get my lips together. You ready? Big facts. Hit the Tyson bell. I've been saying this forever. I know this guy's. I got 3 fights this year. I'm sold up. But why don't y'all fight each other? I gotta fight every last one. Why don't y'all fight each other? Y'all human just like me. Y'all fighters, y'all men just like me. I have a responsibility as a fighter to fight. Why aren't y'all fighting each other? And why aren't fans begging their favorite fighter? Because many fans hate Canelo. Okay, but the fighter you love, why aren't you begging them to be great? Forget it. Why aren't you begging them? I'm asking the fans instead of Canelo, don't give me a shot. Why not? Hey, brother, I want to see you fight because you're my favorite fighter. Okay, you're not getting Canelo. You can't fight Canelo for the last 10 fights of your career. I want to see you fight. See, I'm a big fan of a lot of guys, okay? Of women too, but I'm talking about a lot of fighters. I'm a big fan of a lot of fighters. And with being a fan, I want to see them. I don't want to just, I like them so much. And they just sitting at home. I just like how they sit at home. And what I'm a fan of is watching them fight. So I don't understand why fans of theirs keep looking at Canelo and not begging the fighter they're a fan of to fight so I can watch you and fight somebody that gives me anxiety when I watch. That's the excitement. Don't fight a guy that I know you're going to whitewash. Fight another champion. Forget Canelo fighting Bivol. He's a champion, ranked number 2 in light heavyweight and all that. Whatever, Canelo. Okay, he's doing great things. But the fighter I love most, I don't love you for the sense of the fact of, hey, you exist. I was a fan of Jordan because I liked watching him play basketball. I didn't like to know that he's at home taking a shit right now. Biz, are you covering the Showstar event this Saturday? I got to lay out everything that I'm covering, man. I got to figure all that out. Let me see, Boxing Live. Peace and pugilism, man. What's up, man? Say it again. If this one man build up turns into a one-man whipping, Dillian stock will fall greatly. Yeah, and he did it to himself. Jackie! Thank you so much, Jackie. Biz weekend for the GOAT Biz. 100%. I wasn't a Canelo fan. I am now. That's what I'm saying. No, wait. Too many champions at 160. What I'm saying is this. Absolutely. And what I'm saying is this. If you are a Canelo fan, you have every right to be, because you're always watching the movie Canelo. See, Canelo is like Ozark. Canelo is like Walking Dead. Canelo is like From, a fantastic quality watch that you get very often. He's like Godfather. You have 3 of those damn good movies. You get to watch them very often. So you get what you like very often. Everybody else is getting Canelo all day and just hating on it because their fighter taking a shit. I'll be pissed off. I'm a Charlo fan, but I'm a bigger boxing fan than boxer fan. So Canelo's a fantastic watch. So I love watching him. Good, Canelo. Thank you for keeping boxing up, because I want boxing to be the #1 sport in the world. Let me see. Hit the Tyson bell. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know. Chocolatito against Martinez. That's the one I'm really looking at. Let me see. ShowBizz, can the same be said about Crawford waiting on Spence? No. When the last time Spence fought? When the last time Crawford fought? And who? Crawford's fighting, though. And fighting top guys. No. When the last time Spence fought? And I understand this is why. Fine. Still, when the last time he fought? How many times in the last 3 years have you seen Spence? What are you talking about? Hit the Tyson bit. I know the last time I saw Crawford fought, he dribbled Sean Porter off the canvas. What was that, November? So look. Let's do it like this. Let's continue on. Let's continue on with the receipts. Canelo Alvarez had this to say about Ryan Garcia.
He said he wants more time, right? Eddie has all the time for him.
Yeah.
Eddie was here in Christmas, New Year, everything for him. And he fight, he wins with Campbell, and then happened something with him. You come today, train 20 minutes, and then go, and then you don't come 4 days or 3 days. Okay, and then next day you say, hey, I come in at 12, and you come at 2. So
guess what? I believe Canelo. I am a big fan of Ryan Garcia. He knows that, right? Me and Ryan Garcia, we cool. We cool. But still, I'm always telling the truth. I believe Canelo. Because I get that. When Ryan Garcia said that Eddie Reynoso didn't have time for me, so that's why I left. I see a lot of people with the playing victim mentality, okay? And I look at Ryan Garcia's history, all right? Then you hear what Canelo has to say when he says, you show up here at 1 for 20 minutes, then you go, and then you show back up at this time, and then you cry, well, they don't have time for me, so I'm gone. Look, I remember one time I'm at work and somebody came to me complaining about, it was this female complaining about how somebody else is getting more opportunities than them. But every time I came into work, that's somebody else already there. And that somebody else is the last to leave. And when you coming in, you're always 2 minutes late, 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late. You're sicker, you're sick more often than everybody else in the office. And when I go by your cubicle, you're sitting there filing your nails. And you're talking about, oh, there's a problem. They got a problem with me. It's you. Self-responsibility. And people always try to use a reason to say why they're not getting that opportunity. They don't like me because of this. They don't like me because of that. No, they don't like you because you, bruh. You actually should be fired. Let me see. Ryan Garcia has no receipts for what he said, though. He has receipts. He has receipts. Godfather 3 is shit. Godfather 3 is funny. I actually like Godfather 3. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think it was as great as the first two, but it's better than a lot of other movies. I like Godfather 3. But I'm just saying there's 3 of them. It was a great trilogy, okay? In the Tyson bit. But that's a waste of conversation. But let me see what y'all got to say, because I did make a point. Let me see. Biz, you got your boy over here laughing today. But it's true. Everybody, make sure, my man BK, make sure you go by ShowBizTheAdult.com to get to the bag. We get to the bag every weekend, don't we? And for all of you, like I said, best team on earth, my sponsor, all of you who bet on Jack Catterall, don't forget, I hope you got your money. If you didn't, hit me up. You bet on Jack Catterall to win, and he was robbed, and you got your money refunded. If you didn't, hit me up, because we don't want our money that way. Let me see what we have to say. Knowing how much Ryan likes to record every time he trains, you can probably go on his TikTok to see how many times he was actually in Canelo's gym. Hit the Tyson bit. Either way, it wasn't enough. And plus, he had a broke hand. And I know somebody earlier said Errol Spence was in an accident, though, about his activity. And just like when Keith one time, when he got his WBC strap taken from him, or he just relinquished it. No matter what, yeah, you've been injured, fine. When Manny Pacquiao got his strap taken from him, his Super WBA title. You just been inactive. I understand you have reasons. The reasons. But you ain't been here, man. We all just can't wait for you. Right? Let me see. You make time for the things you care about. Let me see. Catterall was not robbed. I feel you.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo because he.
So listen, what I have for you guys right now. Let me see. Let me see. No. Yes, I do have it. What I have for you guys right now is Twitter fingers. Twitter fingers. Okay, so Ryan Garcia, he says, if you think Joe Gooston takes it easy in training, you must not know who Joe is. He also says, Frank Sanchez had a fight where Eddie only showed up the day of the fight. So ask Canelo to explain that one. Let's stop the back and forth and focus on the fights at hand. By the way, got nothing but respect for Eddie. It's just the truth. Okay. He did it. He did it too. Let's go here. Canelo doesn't know, this Ryan Garcia. Canelo doesn't know the facts. The first camp I had with Eddie went great. Then everything went bad. He only showed up 2 weeks before Fonseca fight. And that's when I first asked my manager to talk to him about finding a new trainer. Virgil Ortiz left because Eddie never showed. That's another example. Ryan Garcia, I'm on a mission. The truth is, in the fights, everything else is static noise. So, those, my friends, were the Twitter fingers. Twitter fingers! Look. Either way, Canelo Alvarez says you have to do more, show a crazy amount of dedication. Your dedication fell off. Ryan Garcia said, I have examples of Eddie Reynoso putting other stars on the back burner. All right, hit the Tyson bit. And I am one of them. But the only problem with Ryan Garcia's credibility is that for the most part, boxing fans don't feel that Ryan Garcia has been dedicated to his career. So it's up to you guys, how you guys feel about all that. Catterall didn't do enough to take the belt. I hear you 100. That comment was dumb. I want to say this. Jack Catterall won. So that's enough to take the belt. Let me tell you this. To be the champ, you got to beat the champ, right? He won. People be like, to beat the champ, you got to beat the hell out of him. You got to beat him so bad. That's garbage. If I run a race, I don't give a damn if you're a champ or not, the favorite or not. Everybody loves you, and they all up your ass and around the corner. If I run a race and I beat you by 0.0.2, I beat you, though. I was faster. I don't care if it was close or by large margin. I won. I did what I had to do. And the reason why you can't lap Josh Taylor or any other great champions, because they're great. And Jack Catterall hasn't fought the type of opposition that Josh Taylor has. So Jack Catterall was not good enough to beat the hell out of a great fighter like Josh Taylor, but he beat him and dropped him. He won and should be champion. And Josh Taylor said, I will fight him again. But at welterweight, though, because I'm bouncing. He's leaving anyway. Jack Catterall now has to collect all the rings like Thanos. When really, he deserves to be undisputed. Let me see. Catterall lost for not being aggressive. Garbage. It's hard to be called not aggressive when you're landing the most flush shots and copybox have you landing and throwing more punches at a higher percentage. It's the same thing that happened with Castillo and Floyd Mayweather. Castillo was aggressive. Floyd Mayweather's a better fighter. He's a better boxer than Castillo. But in that fight, Castillo was aggressive. He landed more, threw more, higher percentage. And you saw that in the fight. It's just both of them got robbed. It is what it is. What is it with undisputed fighters getting smoked in their first defense lately? Well, it's different strokes, different folks, right? Teofimo Lopez, he had, a delay after delay after delay, and then
honestly, he had a medical issue in that fight. It is what it is. Just like Lomachenko had a shoulder injury in his fight, just like Manny Pacquiao had a shoulder injury against Floyd Money Mayweather. It's just how Floyd Mayweather had a shoulder injury against Castillo, just how Gary Russell had a shoulder injury against Magsayo. Stuff be real. And Errol the True Spence ain't fought in forever, and he had an eye injury and about to fight Ugas. He gonna look like shit too. These people are real people. It happens. I've sat in the car for 3 hours and got out like, dang, ShowBizz, you have no excuse. I sat in the car for 3 hours. Yeah, your body aching, that's no excuse. Brother, I'm 41 and I sat in the car for 3 hours. You're making excuses. Brother, I don't give a damn. That's what happened. Josh Taylor was sitting on his ass for ever. Got up and got his ass whipped. It's ES News. In ES News' recent video, Canelo goes more in depth and states he loves Ryan and his family, but Ryan shouldn't be lying. Ryan was out for 1.5 years. There you go. Hit the Tyson. Let me see. Josh Taylor just couldn't handle another southpaw. No, man. He had an injury. He was out. It took him a while to get his bearings. And when he did, he actually took the last 3 rounds pretty good. It's just like Lomachenko. Once his shoulder got loosened up, it looked like he could have knocked out Teofimo Lopez. It's just a reality. You don't have to throw too much. It's not even that hard. It's just people don't want to go there. Oh, man, I don't want to make excuses. So, it's just what it is. And he still lost. You ain't really got to, it's not rocket science. Does Canelo versus Bivol go 12? All love from Philly. You know, Bivol is good enough to. Bivol can beat that dude. I'm only going off of David Benavidez and him, and he knows more than I do as far as being in the ring with both of them. And I'm looking at Callum Smith fight and stuff like that. But in my mind, Bivol, it's very difficult for me to see Canelo beating him, let alone 12. So I need to break down the fight as really look at it. Because I'm looking at a guy with good footwork, bigger, throwing his hands nice, a good jab. I just don't. If Canelo mess around and start slow against fighters who can move, but I don't know if he's going to be able to finish in enough time against Bivol. Pause. Let me see. But both right, but Reynoso isn't wasting time on someone uncommitted. Right. Hey, Biz, just found out I'm be a father. Yes, a father to all your sausages. Oh. HD, dog. HD, dog. I was so happy for you. What are these guys talking about? Josh Taylor clearly lost. Jack Catterall was robbed. Josh did not even know how to handle the man. Catterall was catching him all night with flush shots. Dude, Jorge is curious. Jorge, he's an issue. He got to be pretty good. I've never been so happy in my life. For a man. Let me see what else I got. So let me know what you guys want to talk about right now. Here we're in. You're about traveling Trav. You betting on Bivol, Biz? Man, yeah. Go to showbizadult.com to get to the bag. Yeah. You asked me pretty early, but yes, I'm putting my money on Bivol. All right. What you want? What? Go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you got to say. Go ahead. I'm sitting right here. Taco Tuesday. Go ahead. Give it up for the for the Vardell Hill of boxing.
Bring on this with a laugh under the cabbage patch. She's a pretty lady, and then sign some autographs. The Vardell man can shaboing boing.
I don't blame you. Because what I'm saying is this. I'm not saying I know for sure that Bivol is going to win. But to place a bet, that's a... Look, let me tell you this.
what's the kid's name? Damn. What's the kid's name that just beat Garcia? What's the name, Garcia? Who just beat Chris Colbert? Hold on. They say Canelo looking past Bivol because of the zone deal. No, Canelo doesn't look past anybody. That guy's a warrior, bro. I'm gonna keep it up. That right there. You ain't got to worry about if Canelo's committed. You got to worry more about if Bivol's committed than Canelo. Canelo has gotten this far because every fight he's going. Forget they say. Look at Canelo. Canelo don't even roll like that, bro. He doesn't roll looking past Jack. He's a gladiator. Bivol got to be better than him that night. It is what it is. That's all. You would think that he's because, hey, he thinks he's hot shot and he's going to look past. No, ain't nothing like that. That dude, champions are committed, like real ones. Like he's an all-time fighter, right? All-time fighters be committed, bro. Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler, those guys, you ain't catching them like that. You ain't catching them off. His own. Good points on Canelo Bivol. Looking forward to the breakdown. Last question. Should I read some Cap comics or take the trash out? No, read the Cap comics. oh, probably both. There you go. There you go. Look, I'm not saying, look, the kid, what's the kid's name that beat Colbert? Hector. Right. Wait, was that? Yeah, that was him. Look, let me tell you something. I called him to win. Now, can you imagine if I would have put $1,000 on it? I knew he was going to win. Y'all saw me the night of the fight. I'm like, man, nah, I'm looking at him. It looks like it's his time now. Yeah, can you imagine if I put 1,000 on it? I probably wouldn't even be doing this show on Taco Tuesday. I'll still be drunk in bed. I'll still be drunk from Saturday. Yeah, I'll be rich. Martinez. Oh, you did? Jimbo Slice, I believe you. I believe you. Because here's the funny thing. I actually had Encajas. I did. But Martinez showed to be a one hell of a fighter that night because that was the best fight I've seen in years. Seriously. Since Zepeda Baranchik, that was the best fight I've seen in years. 50-1. Yeah. Errol Spencer or Ugas, man. Brother, I'm nervous about that one. I got Spence because Spence's gut is crazy. Right, but man, and plus Ugas he be real friendly to me. But man, I'm having a hard time because I know the math. It's just like when everybody was saying Manny Pacquiao was going to beat Errol Spence. I'm like, it's just I'm a real math-based guy. I'm just like the math on it though, bro. This guy didn't look the best. He looked good against Danny Garcia. He did, but it looked like he needed a fight or two to be back at Errol Spence, and then he's gone again with an eye injury that is right there for a southpaw. So I'm like, and Errol's going to be there. He's going to walk him down because when you're not in your bag, it's hard for you to be slick. So he's going to walk him down because that's how you get in your bag. And I don't know if he's going to be able to see the left. I don't know how well his eye's doing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a father too, but I highly believe you have something hard in your glove, something the size of shape. Much love to you. Biz, we love you, boy. Hashtag let the light in. Yeah, you're right. Tell your mother, tell your father, tell your husband, tell your wife, tell your son, tell your daughter, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your grandmother, tell your grandfather, tell your aunt, tell your uncle, tell your niece, tell your nephew, tell your cousin, tell your play cousin, tell your best friend, tell your girlfriend, tell your boyfriend, tell your side piece. They're right next to you. Tell them. They're away from texting. No longer hear anymore. Luke's got to say, I love you. Let me see. Flex on them. See. Pow! In reference to your recent post, I appreciate the unbiased boxing videos. Thank you so much. I have love for all races. Magnificent. Thank you. I just love boxing. Magnificent. Mayweather, Fury, Canelo, Spence, Crawford, Lomachenko, etc. Some of my favorite fighters, diverse, ethnic. That's right. And it's a huge weight it's a huge freedom, right? Once you realize that you can do whatever you want, no matter what race or background or culture or whatever, you can do whatever you want. No, I'm not going to get into that, but you can do whatever you want. Once you realize you can, that baggage start falling off. The baggage start falling off. And then you start appreciating everybody, what they do, because the baggage fell off of you. That's what happened to me. I thought I couldn't accomplish whatever I wanted to because for some reason I was under the impression that the man got his foot on my neck. But once I said, man, forget that. Whatever I want, let me go ahead and do it. And I put in effort and I did it. See, the effort is what's important. I put in effort and I accomplished it. So I put in more effort and I accomplished greater things. And I put in more effort than that and accomplished more. And I said, it's my energy that I put into the things I want. And I left everybody else behind. And each time I accomplished whatever I wanted to, when I wanted it, baggage fell off. It's just like any relationship. Mess around and you got that girl and she just insecure as hell. Trust issues. Look at what the decisions she make in her life. I know why you have issues with me. You got issues with your damn self. Let me see. Spence retina problem going to show against Ugas. It can. It really can. Crawford versus Charlo. Tank versus Taylor. I'm very impressed by Tank, but Tank versus Taylor, bro. Brother, I'm still leaning towards Taylor. I'm very impressed by Tank though, but Taylor's big. That's 147, a big, good fighter. He about to be 147. That's big. That's Crawford versus Charlo. Shit, that's one hell of a fight, man. But I'm so impressed by Crawford that that's one hell of a fight. That's a tough fight because Jamel that guy's good, man. That's a tough fight. That's a tough fight. My thing is, can Crawford intimidate Jamel? I've seen Jamel, because it'd be like Tony Harrison. I don't know. Probably lean towards Crawford, man. That's crazy. By the way, Frazier versus Ali 1 anniversary is coming up, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Biz, I'll be on the canvas, not down, but making art. James West. Thank you so much. This is the best community in the world, man. Great man you are, ShowBizz. Thank you so much, brother. Does Taylor use the WBO loophole at 147? I don't think that goes well for him. He does, and he should. Why play around with it? Fight Terrence Bud Crawford. He should. And Terrence Bud Crawford should fight who's ever there. Let me see. Okay, so that was the Taco Tuesday, everybody. You guys have a good time. Hit the Tyson bell. Do you guys have a good time today? It was a fantastic time. You guys have fantastic energy. I love this community so much. No one community where, traveling Trav. You didn't think Taylor got exposed at all? No, I didn't think Taylor got exposed as much as Jack Catterall is a better fighter than we thought. Okay, and 2, that wasn't the best Josh Taylor. But once he put it on, and later in the fight, Josh Taylor whitewashed him the last 3 rounds. He did. He beat him the last 3 rounds. Okay. So my whole thing is the best Josh Taylor versus Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor win. So yeah, he got exposed. Yeah, he got exposed as much as Gary Russell did when he had a hurt shoulder, or got exposed as much as Lomachenko did with his injury. The best Lomachenko looks amazing. The best Josh Taylor is amazing. A Josh Taylor who's coming from an injury, who's been out for 2 years, looks like that, which wasn't that bad. right? Especially once he warmed up. It's just Jack Catterall is better than I thought he was. Let me see. T.O. versus Ryan, Shakur versus Valdez, Danny versus Brooke. Danny versus Brooke. I got Danny. Shakur versus Valdez, Shakur. T.O. versus Ryan. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Ryan Garcia is a fantastic fighter. Everybody, before you go, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button. Let's get a lot of likes, okay? Let's get, I don't know, we got 50 likes, and you guys just refuse to like. But I'm going to tell you this, though. Ryan Garcia is a fantastic fighter, man. That was a good fight. He's a great fighter. All right, ShowBizz, little adult. Tomorrow we got Hump Day. Make sure you be there. You guys know what I'm doing Saturday. Julio Cesar Martinez, that's my guy. Okay. But we'll see what we do all this weekend. Happy birthday to ShowBizz the Kid. Much love to all of you guys on this Taco Tuesday. See you tomorrow on Hump Day. I'm out.